So, the deal is this. Keep hearing people talk junk about these Romanian AKs, WASR made, Romarm, whatever, imported AKs. I just wanted to make a video to explain to these gun snobs out there that the WASR is, yes, it's ugly to look at, but it's not. There's nothing wrong with a WASR as far as function. To me, if you go out and get an AK of any type, you're a guy that's interested in function only. You want a gun that's guaranteed to go bang every time you pull the trigger. It doesn't require, it's not going to want to be cleaned every friggin', 200 rounds, or you're not going to get fouling in the action because of a direct gas blowback system like an AR, which there's nothing wrong with ARs either. It's just a matter of what you're looking for in a semi-automatic carbine. So anyway, the things that people say are junk on a WASR are basically the finish and things like that, which I'm not going to argue with. I'm going to show you right now exactly what that is. So let's cut the bullshit and let's look at the WASR right now. Alright? This is my WASR-3. It's chambered in 5.56-223. If you see my other videos, I got some other videos on it, bump firing, etc. So the parts that I notice on this gun that are not, not clean and clearly, nicely defined parts and things like that are all these solid steel pieces. Sorry about the light, man. I gotta get a better light. If you bear with me for a second, I'm going to take it down, and I'll show you exactly what I mean by that. Let me just set you up right here. Okay. That will pretty much do it, actually. Okay. So, this is the stripped WASR with the bolt assembly and gas piston removed. This part of the gun itself is not too bad compared to other variants. There's guys that say that the good AKs will have a little indent right here that keeps the mag snug and doesn't jiggle as much. Fine, more power to you. That's probably true. I don't know about the other WASRs, because this is chambered in 5.56. It's a little tighter on the tolerances. Which I could also understand somebody saying, well, that's going to take away from your reliability if it's, the tolerances on an AK are what make it so reliable. It'll fire with gunk, gummed up in the action and with sand running out of every crevice, but regardless, I don't see any of that to be a problem with this. I mean, I fired it, I put, maybe 500 rounds through it before I even cleaned it the first time. I opened it up when I got it, of course, to check it out. And it was, it was lubricated. It was good to go. I oiled it a little bit and called it a day. Anyway, the parts that you could, for an example, to see what kind of quality problems you're dealing with on this WASR, you see right here, and this is the bolt assembly connected to the piston rod, or the gas piston. Okay, this is the bolt. This rotating bolt. You see how it turns as it recoils like this. Okay. Anyway, tooling marks. Okay, that's the problem. That's what people are saying. Oh, well, that's a junk piece of, that's a junk piece of hardware, dude. But you look right here, you'll see these lines going this way. Okay, that's an example of the tooling marks right here. Okay, right here you see a little divot here. That's another mark from machining. The bolt itself is pretty fit. That's okay. The handle here, this has a couple of dings in it. That's a little bit ugly. This side right here mainly is really gross. This is pretty bad right here. And look at this line, is pretty terrible. But you got all these lines down here. It's kind of tough to see. I apologize again for the lighting. But anyway, that is what people are talking about when they say that a WASR is a piece of junk. So you should check out my other videos on the WASR, shooting it, and you can see me bump firing the gun. Zero problems. Zero problems with the bump fire. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of rounds I've put through this thing already, and I haven't had any bullshit with this gun. It's not the gun, it's the magazines. Sometimes the magazines, if you don't have a good one, you're gonna have problems with it. Damn, this is hard to do with this camera in my way. You really need to look for, everybody says this, I know, but whatever, I'm going to reiterate. You want East German or Romanian factory magazines. The Bulgarian mags are good too. They're all good. There's no problems with those. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope I got a chance to kind of clear up some of the bullshit that everybody's hearing out there from Gun Snobs. Before I go, you can see there's a little more tooling marks on the rear post here. And other than that, I think we pretty much covered all the ugliness of this gun. I mean, aside, the extra ugliness. It is an AK, of course. Again, it's an ugly gun. That's the way it is, man. It's an old design, and it was designed for function. It was designed as an automatic firing system. So these semi-automatics, obviously, none of these guns are real AKs. They just look like them. The action's similar, and obviously the bolts are different. We import them. A lot of these guns, these variants, are imported as packages, and then they just put them together, and that's it. So if you're looking for a reliable gun and you're not out to spend $700, $800, $900 on an AK, which to me sounds a little crazy, this is a perfectly suitable carbine for anybody interested in getting one. I wouldn't try to steer you wrong on this. Trust me, this is a 100% functional fucking rifle, and has never given me any problems. So again, thanks for watching. Check out the other WASR videos for the shooting aspect of it. Thanks again.